Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man. I throw 350 to 400 max. How do I get more distance? I've tried hyzer flips to get extra carry, but can't find the right disc. My defender goes out straight with light and hyzer and finishes about 375 off to the left. I've tried a freedom and a trespass, and I can't power them without turning them over too much.
How far did they say they were throwing?
350 to 400 max. How do I get more
good?
That's
pretty good. You don't honestly need, and I understand everybody wants to throw far, but you don't need to throw much further than 400 to compete.
No,
you really don't. But if it's something that you just really strive to do, the only way to do it is get out in the field and work on it. Don't worry about doing it on the course. Disc selection is absolutely key. The trespass is a great one. If you're having trouble just turning it over, then it's probably a release issue.
That's what I was gonna say.
I think you need to get a little bit more hyzer release on the disc. I know a lot of players, when they're throwing for max distance, everything comes out with hyzer and then they get the full S turn shot. So it turns right and then comes back. That would be my suggestion, is to work on, getting out in the field and just doing it, and release angles. And of course, it never hurts to work on your core strength, because that's where the majority of your distance is going to be coming from.
Totally. I would say one thing to work on too, if you're throwing a defender about 375, but you're flipping over a trespass, I think you probably have some off-axis torque, which means that the angle of your reach back doesn't match your angle at release and your angle of follow through. So what you want to focus on when you do go out to the field, because I would definitely recommend that, is matching a hyzer reach back to a hyzer release to a hyzer follow through. That's going to keep the disc from wobbling quite as much. That's the result of off-axis torque, and that's what's causing that to flip over so quickly. So I would just work on matching those angles.
Yeah.
What is interesting is that I wonder, now I'm not saying you were asking for this, but it wasn't as if when he gave the names that obviously helped your answer, but you didn't say a different disc. So he's got the right tools, right? I mean, defender, he's got the right tools in the defender. He's just got to work on some of his mechanics.
Right. If he's throwing a defender 375,
you ought to be able to throw a trespass 400.
Yeah. Plus 400 plus.
For sure.
So Eric, when you design a course, and I know it depends on the terrain and the acreage and how much you have and where you're at, but what would be the average distance of a hole?
Oh man. I mean, it like you said, it depends on lots of things. It depends on what the person that's hired me to come out wants out of the course. A true championship level course is going to be obviously a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Average park style golf is typically around 300.
Yeah.
Around 300 feet. You're going to have a few over and a few under, but for the most part, between 350 and 400 is going to be an average on a longer course.
So to be able to throw 350 to 400
is pretty solid. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah,
you don't have to be, the Simons out there throwing 500, 600, 700 plus.
Yeah,
you don't. I mean, does it come in handy? Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
but not everybody can do that.
Right.
I mean, even if you look at the players in the top 10 in the world, not all of them are throwing 600, 700 feet.
Right.
Majority of them are. I mean, Ricky throws far.
Yeah.
Ricky can throw far.
Yep.
But Ricky can putt further.
Yes. He's not an elite power thrower.
Yeah.
But he's got plenty of distance. He can put it well out over 500 feet. But what makes him so good is that he has a great forehand as well. So basically whatever hole he's on, he can throw a hyzer into either side, which makes it really predictable. And then he just jams putts.
Yep, exactly.
Would it also be safe to say that as as the sport matures, you're going to see more and more technical shots in courses? Because we constantly talk how do we challenge these top pros, and I got to imagine it's not necessarily going to be distance; it's going to be more technicality.
And if it's distance, it's going to be distance accuracy. So you're going to see more OB, and when you get distance accuracy, like a course like the Country Club or the USDGC Winthrop Gold, you see a lot of OB. You see a lot of placement shots. Like for instance, Winthrop, if you could throw a 350-foot accurate shot, you could win that tournament.
Dang. I should go check it out.
Seriously. Seriously.
Well, I mean, and I'm not trying to, I know it sounds like I'm beating up a dead horse, but I'm just.
That's not nice.
To beat up dead horses.
Freaking
Yeah,
rude. It's already dead, man.
Sorry. But my point is
Will
that,
Sebastian, come on, dude.
is that I get it. Distance is great. Distance is good.
Everybody wants to be able to throw far.
And it looks nice. And when you see Simon Lazot's 700-foot throw and getting an eagle on a hole, hole 9, par 4,
60 something.
So dumb.
and parked it, and it won the best shot of
air shot of the year, and it should have.
Yeah, from Glass One Open.
I saw it from the pin.
Yeah.
I was putting out as that disc was coming
It's
in.
amazing, but it doesn't win you tournaments. It helps.
It doesn't
But
hurt.
it's not what wins you tournaments. So